What is your motive in learning Devilology? If you do not understand the authority that the Lord has given, then you will only end up fearing the devil. The main emphasis of this study is to help every believer realize that he possesses the Lord's death overcoming authority. Anyone who does not acknowledge this authority cannot receive any benefit from the Bible, regardless of how many times he has read it. Many biblical scholars have researched the Bible in detail. Sad to say, they still do not acknowledge the authority that the Bible introduces. What a travesty! Even in ministry, many pastors do not acknowledge that the Lord has given the death overcoming authority. Thus, the ministry becomes too exhausting and soon fails at the end. In my ministry, I thoroughly teach my members that each believer has this authority. Every member in my church has the boldness and the power to cast out demons in Jesus' name. To the Songnak Church saints, it is an obvious manifestation. They boldly use this authority anywhere they go, and signs automatically follow them. Thus, the church experiences constant revival. What leads me to rejoice is that wherever Songnak saints go, demons are cast out and sicknesses are healed in Jesus' name. These manifestations occur because they acknowledge this death overcoming authority endowed by the Lord. Many people come to receive prayer personally from me. At times, I entrust them to my associate pastors, but they stubbornly refuse to get prayer from anyone except me. I know that such a person is not a Songnak member. All Songnak church saints cast demons out of each other. They do not try to meet a pastor who is already busy with so many duties. I cannot be any happier to know that our members are walking in God's power. Actually, I encourage them more to manifest in greater signs and wonders. To experience God's greater signs, everyone must acknowledge that God has given them this death overcoming authority. The source of death overcoming authority. Where does this death overcoming authority come from? And the angels who did not keep their proper domain, but left their own abode, he has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. Jude 6. God kept the fallen angels in darkness. This darkness is not just an absence of physically created light, but also an absence of God's light, namely His glory. Glory is God's light. God's light is His life. His life is in the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through Him, and without Him nothing was made that was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light of man. John chapter 1, 1 through 4. Sanctify them by your truth. Your word is truth. John chapter 17, 17. To explain further, the Word that was with God from eternity past is the truth, light, and life. Physically, light refracts. However, God's light never diverts. This glory is the immediate way to come before God's presence. Therefore, Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John chapter 14:6. God imprisoned the fallen angel under darkness. This darkness has no glory. It is not a physical darkness. The absence of light means the absence of life and truth. Since life and truth do not exist, only death and lies dominate. The darkness that imprisoned the devil is where death and lies reside. Thus, the Bible teaches that the devil is the one who has the power of darkness and the power of death. He is also the father of lies.